Don't.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So what we're going to do today is have a look at a few more launch glitches. So first off, let's get yourselves down to the recording studios, where you'll find a truck like this, and you want to climb up on the roof and drop down in between the trailer and the cabin, and just wait for the ominous sound to start. Now you can hear that horrific sound it's making. What it's doing is it's actually glitching out and causing damage to the truck, and there you go. You get shot up in the air when it doesn't like you being there anymore. So it's pretty high too. Now of course this can be done anywhere, so just take the truck wherever you want to show your friends and off you go. But the thing is, once you do one of these really high ones, then it'll only do low ones after that unless you find another truck. For some reason it breaks the truck after doing a really big throw, so I don't know, maybe it might work, but I couldn't get it to work a second time after it gets me nice and high. So a couple more. That's usually what it does, is it'll push you out the side like that once it's broken. Anyway, down to the pier we go, and the umbrellas. You just knock an umbrella over, flip it over on its ass like this. Make sure you've got a flare gun, and what you're going to do is you're going to stand on one side and you're going to shoot either the opposite corner, or you're going to shoot the top of the pole, which would actually be the bottom of the pole, but the top of it where it's upside down. They just stand on a corner like so. Oh, she gonna walk on? I wonder if I can. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. I wonder if you can shoot them NPCs while they're there. Alright, aim for the top of this pole, and when you pull the trigger, off you go, you get launched. Now this is going to launch you somewhere completely random, so it does change from time to time. And of course, as I said, you can shoot the other side of the umbrella and not necessarily the pole. It shot me to the same sort of spot. But yeah, it's a bit of fun to muck around with. The only problem I find is that after a few shots, the umbrellas seem to vanish. I don't know if they go over the side or they just disintegrate, but yeah, they vanish and they're nowhere to be found afterwards. Well, that went pretty high, that one. So it does vary. You can get really high, or sometimes they just toss you to the side and you don't get very much height at all. Anyway, you find yourself some sort of construction zone, and what you want to do is you're going to use a blue fence from the construction zone, but what you're going to do is you're going to throw down a handful of stickies. I think 5 is the max, so we'll throw down 5. And once you've done that, you want to go to your jerry can with petrol, and you want to pour petrol all over them, and then make a trail leading away from them. Now it doesn't have to be a very long trail, because you're only going to shoot it from standing pretty close to it, pretty much on top of it anyway, so just a short trail will do. And you want to move after knocking a panel down with your car, or however you want to knock it down. Then you want to move it by shooting the corners and getting it to slide along over the top of where the sticky bomb is. And you'll be able to see, because the sticky bomb will actually glitch through the panel and you'll be able to see it from the top. But you do have to be careful, guys. Do not accidentally shoot your petrol line, because if you shoot your trail, you're going to set the stickies and everything off. So don't shoot your petrol trail. Keep in mind where it is and just slowly move it along like this. It does use a bit of ammo, but it's fun in the end. Now you can see right there that the sticky is actually showing through, so that means it's done properly. Now what you're going to do is you're going to shoot your trail, and you're going to immediately go to passive mode and just wait for the trail to burn through to the C4, and you'll get your launch. And here we go. That wasn't very high that time, but you can actually get pretty damn high with it, but I'm not going to sit there and knock the fence over and move another one around and that. Anyway, now we're up to this area on the map. This La Fonte Blanca, or whatever they call it. Now you want to go up and around to the right. Now usually just here in the driveway is a limousine parked, and what you want to do is you just want to get in it and move it forward about another limousine length, because you need to be able to come up these stairs and head straight for the door that's at the other end of them. So what you're going to do is you're going to drive up these stairs slowly on the bike. You need a bike. And when you get up the top of them, you're just going to drive without wheel standing straight into the door on the opposite side, and you'll get launched in the air. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but as you can see, you don't take very much fall damage from any of these glitches. For some reason, they don't kill you when you land, even if you've gone the size, like the height of a skyscraper or something like that. So I don't know whether it's intentional on Rockstar's behalf or part of the glitch, but yeah, as you can see, you can just keep doing it over and over again, and look at that, blomp, right in the pool. Yeah, sometimes this glitch won't work, sometimes it'll just shove the bike and you 100 mile an hour straight into the roof above the door. If that happens, it's just, there's no big deal, you haven't done anything wrong, it's just part of the glitch. You just have to put up with it and try again. Now that guy there that I just knocked out, if he's walking around and you accidentally bump him with the bike, he and everyone else around here will pull out a gun and absolutely shoot the shit out of you. So that's one way of getting him out of the way, is just knock him out like that into the pool. Alright guys, I'm going to chuck some bonus clips on here so you can see the fails and the mishaps and everything that goes wrong when you're trying to do these glitches. So they don't work perfect all the time, they never do. And this is just some of the bullshit that I went through. As you can see, the very little jumps here, like very little launches, is because I've already done one major big one, and afterwards they just don't seem to work properly, so it seems this truck is broken. And usually you can tell the exhaust stack usually changes colour when the truck brakes, which is a handy little thing I noticed. As well as you won't get them to make that real like rattly, dying, braking sort of sound. You'll only get them to do that once or twice, and then after that they don't work, and it's usually when they make that sound is when you get launched the highest. And you see this truck's just absolutely not doing anything now, it's not even pushing me out the side or trying to throw me or anything, it's just completely stuffed. The easy way to do it is just find a new session, guys. These trucks can be found in the movie studios lot. There's usually one there, sometimes there'll be two when you go in there, so you don't have to go to the military base to get them, you can get them from the movie lot. And for anyone wondering how I actually knocked the umbrellas down, just carnage, pretty basic. Yeah, so if you guys know of any little fun glitches and launch glitches and stuff like that that you just want to share, just leave them in the comments or message me on Twitter and I'll check them out, and if I use them in a video I'll give you credit, give you a shout out. And with that note, I'm going to leave yous at it. I'll leave a little bit more footage here for you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.